Still tell them that I got you. Hey, I was facing death alone. Hey, nobody called my phone. I'm just like, God, do you hear me? Please forgive them, they don't know that they sinning. I'ma be a star, please believe me. Hey, dim the lights and you can see me. I'ma be a star, please believe me. Yeah. Hey, heart throbbing. I feel like pain is a life sentence. Gotta get up and keep going. Gotta get up and keep going. Yeah.
Best friends, I guess.
No, he can.
He can?
You can literally just invite him.
Alright, he's changing.
Oh, there he is. Oh, greatest hater. Never mind. I see his bitches.
Did he just...
Oh, did he say? So you invited him to the Discord a while ago, but he's about to be on right now, right? That's what you said.
I thought I guess he's been here, because otherwise it would have said a new player joined or something. Oh no, this is him saying he's new. Hi.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he's been here, then that's on you.
He said he doesn't see my names. Yeah,
you should be able to invite him. If not, this is on you, Val.
Yeah,
See, okay,
no,
look,
I
this
got
is
it.
hard.
I got it.
Okay, perfect.
I should be able to.
I didn't even know he was part of the Discord. Like, when you were in here, I thought you hopped on just because it was me and Clockwork, right? But like, we still could have done it on your shit.
I moved him. I physically grabbed him, pushed him in here. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, that's great.
No, neither. Cool.
So I'm the fakest
He's getting set
gamer.
up. Okay, so then it works out. If he barely got here, then it's all good.
Yeah.
Then I don't give you as much shit.
Because
I'm working, bro.
I was trying to put him in the. I was trying to make him.
Odd.
Yeah, but instead of that, it said I could just drag him in here. I'm like, oh shoot, I like that.
Yeah,
power.
I'll probably give him like. Well, it's not like mod. You know, I've said it's like people who I like. You know, different tiers of who I trust to. So I know you guys. So of course I give you. So you. I mean, that's what you say. You know, you guys could be here in the best friends play, but you know, it's supposed to be secret. Because don't get me wrong, like, some people are cool, like right, like one of my fans, but like all that dude low key can be annoying, and he doesn't know when he's not supposed to be in a spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
That's the reason I made these. Like I said, cool kid, but man, you know, you'll be in the middle of trying to teach someone some Street Fighter shit, and they'll come over and about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm doing. It's like, homie, I'm in the middle of teaching. I'm gonna need you to fuck off. Like, you wouldn't like it if I'm teaching you and someone comes over and tries to tell me a whole story of what happened the other day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind hearing it, but now's not the time. But you know, I like the people here. It's just that some of them aren't very good with knowing when to read the room, kind of thing.
So, sure.
Is his mic glowing?
Where were we?
I look, you kind of forget. I mean, whatever. It's not that important. Like I said, we haven't really even started yet, right?
Nah.
Like, we've been waiting on Mar this whole time.
Yeah. Hey, Mar. Oh, there we go. His mic was muted.
Okay, what type of way?
Oh, okay.
God damn it, Mar.
I'm actually trying to set up my earbuds. I'm not going through right now.
Ah, perfect. That's fine. Yeah, like, you're good. Like, I got plenty of time. Like, I literally just got out of my nap.
Wait a minute.
You did miss a bit of me ranting, though, because Vile's really good at doing that.
Yeah, I know how to trigger this dude.
Man, what are you talking about, man? I usually catch you ranting in your streams.
Oh, fair point. You're right.
That's why I'm so good. Because,
Not...
I'm like, oh, so
God
this guy
damn it.
really hates Twitch Thots. So I brought up Twitch Thots.
Not really. Like I said, it's just Twitch.
What do you mean Twitch thoughts? They're Pornhub light thoughts. They're not Twitch thoughts.
Oh, and you know what? Speaking on that, the last thing about Twitch Talks that actually annoys me is like, again, like I said, I don't hate on the game, right? But my whole thing is like, they out here literally being hoes, thinking they're better than hoes. It's like, alright, look, bro. Like, bro, I respect the P-Hub types of bitches. Like, they out here like, yeah, I like dick, what about it? It's like, you know what? I respect that. I respect the honesty, bitch. Y'all bitches be like, oh, I ain't no hoe, bitch. You out here with your titties out. Fuck you mean I ain't no hoe? You're literally a hoe. No, but I don't suck dick. Like, bro, no. You don't understand. This is the modern day, the internet. We like to simplify everything. If you ain't the prettiest, cleanest, most honest saint waifu, you waifu. Like if you ain't fully dressed head to toe and a cute waifu, and
they're not whores. They're glorified billboards for their own channel, so then people can give them money.
Exactly. Oh, like I said, we simplify it. This is a modern age.
Realistically, if you think about it, the majority of these women that end up doing some crazy stuff, like what is the black bar meta or like the hot tub meta, whatever it will be on Twitch, they're essentially just being advertisements for their OnlyFans, and they know it. I don't even know why they're acting like we're fucking stupid. Like, hey man, like if it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a fucking whore, right? We know.
Yeah, exactly.
We know what the fuck we're looking at. The majority of us are around the same age, if not older. We've been around this shit for fucking forever. And as soon as the internet went up, fucking porn was rampant and everywhere. We know what the fuck a porn advertisement looks like.
It is, bro. And you know what's crazy? The only solace we get is the fact that I remember someone said it, like, which is kind of sad. I do, Jin. That's why, like, I never hate. You know why I feel bad? Because in a couple years, everyone's gonna be gone. Like that is just a fact. It's history. Women do not age gracefully as much as men, and they're just gonna go to the next young bitch. You are literally like, and then they're gonna be so used to their high quality lifestyle. I mean, we already sent it with there was a podcast with the dudes, and one of them was trying to give advice to the OnlyFans girls. One of them was actually listening. He's like, you know what? He's right. I should invest and find something else because your body is your commodity. As a woman, that shit, you have a fine limit, dog. A fine ass fucking limit. And it's just true. Look at the statistics, bro. Motherfuckers can still be 45 and be looking at girls in their 20s, be like, yeah, that's my preferred one. Homie, you're like 45. You only know 21. I was like, hold up, I'm rich as fuck. I was like, all right, and guess what? Like, there are three things that bitches care about, right? It's like they say, oh, confidence, sure, that's last place. Second is looks, believe it or not. Looks are very important, like those. And then number one, money. Do you got that money, bro? You could be the ugliest, fattest dude. You bring the money. Damn, you're Mr. Handsome, dog. And at the end of the day,
here's the interesting thing about that, because I kind of want to chime in on the part that's handsome. A lot of these women don't even realize what they find handsome isn't necessarily what they actually find handsome. It's what everyone else finds handsome, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna jump on like, oh, you think he's hot? Oh, I think he's hot too. Like everyone tries to compete for like that same one guy, and it's it's actually this thing to even watch, because like in their mind the standard is the person that everyone's trying to go after, and it's usually those one or two people that, oh, you gotta have this type of body type, or you gotta be this type, if your jaw's not like this, then like bitches, like are you serious? First of all, you're coming at me with all these random ass weaves, 9 pounds of makeup on your face, and like push bras and all this. Like you walk around literally fake, but you want to try to get somebody who's as real as a person who works hard and works out and actually has their own business, and like you want the 50 Shades of Grey lifestyle without actually being that much of a hoe. But in order for you to get that, you advertise yourself as one. Come on.
And that's what I was gonna get at too. I also feel bad. It's like. Again, you're not gonna make your money, and then your dream man. Your dream man doesn't want to. And again, the average dude who is good looking, hard work, whatever, they want they want Cinderella, bro. They don't want Miss Tank number 500. They want Cinderella, bro. That's just cap, bro. They want and you ain't Cinderella, dog. Like, bro, they want a girl who like ain't even seen a pee, bro. That's how pure this bitch gotta be.
A town who fits that one glass slipper.
Does
and the
application matter?
Application? Fuck you mean?
Yeah, like what they do for a living.
Apparently so. Like that's the problem with Western bitches. They're too needy. Like, oh, he can't work at McDonald's. Kind of like, bro, what's that got to do? I mean, don't get me wrong. Fair enough. I get the stigma, but like, what if he's like the CEO? No, he works at McDonald's. All right, dumbass. All right, that's money you ain't getting.
The CEO.
And but Mar's right. He's totally right on that shit. And that's the problem. All these bitches have a standard that's non-existent. It's like, bro, they want Mr. Perfect, but you ain't nowhere near perfect. It's like, damn, bro, couldn't be me. Like, they fuck, bro. They're gonna have cats, bro. They're gonna be that cat lady. Like, I was actually a famous Twitch show. Whatever, old lady. That's literally what's gonna happen, bro. Gonna have kids on their lawn and shit.
Twitch is so 5 years ago. Kick is the new thing.
I mean, probably. Who knows, man? Things come and go. So you wouldn't. Low-key, I wouldn't be that surprised. I mean, come on, bro. Fucking, what was it? Microsoft had their shit. I forgot what the fuck it was called. They paid Ninja, and that shit's gone now.
Oh,
I don't even remember what it's called, dude.
That's
how gone that shit is.
No.
There we go. Thank you.
I had the hat. That's why I remembered. I thought it was gonna go to places, dude.
It's crazy about how, like, I noticed with tech stuff, it's different. It's different than other stuff. Like, oh, you know, one does it, then everybody follows, and some succeed, just isn't that. But with like online things, it's not the same. Like, Amazon was the first. Plenty have tried to copy, none have succeeded. Same with Twitch and YouTube. It's really weird.
Except for that one in China, where they actually got Amazon to leave.
China's different. Like, they have a completely different market. And, like, dude, in there, the thing is, of course you can win, because if you ban half the shit and then you make your version of it, of course you're the first one. Yeah, like, dude, dude, bro, up until the PS4, consoles have been banned over there. That's why one of the reasons why they actually low-key have really weak-ass esports presence. Because all they ever played is, and to this day, still, because they have, you know, that's how fucked they got. They primarily still play iPhone and fucking booty water PC games, like League. That's why their Street Fighter scene, like I said, big shout out to their Street Fighter scene. They're trying, but like, they're very mid as fuck. Like, they're very mid. Like, they're lacking behind, bro. Like, hard. And that's the FGC scene. Like, their FPS scene is low-key weak. Like, their FPS scene is weak as shit. Like, even Japan claps. I mean, Japan's okay. They're okay, but they ain't touching Mexico or fucking the US in the FPS scene. Hell no. Like, I always would say, oh, the Chinese esports scene. Like, bro, I don't count iPhone games and gay-ass League. Those aren't esports.
Well, what are you talking about, man? People sit there and they watch trash games. I mean, look, if water polo can be a sport,
God, don't be hating on water polo, bro.
Paper, scissors, rock can be a sport.
I don't even know what water polo
fair
is.
enough.
Golf.
Bowling.
No,
now we're going in on all the weekend
for golf any day.
Oh, you know what's a fun one? Tag.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But here's the thing, though. Even with at least those sports, like, bro, there's at least skill in golf. Like, ain't no one gonna cap me on that. Like, I wouldn't call it like an active sport, but like, yo, hitting that shit ain't free, bro. Like, I'll give it that. Oh yeah, me walking through the fucking.
That's all the other day. Microsoft Excel.
Oh shit, dude! Dude, I had to do a whole Excel spreadsheet.
They just had their world competition like 3 weeks ago or something like that.
Low-key, I gotta watch that. I'll watch
it. It
that
is
shit.
Insane.
Right.
But yeah,
that's in the
if that can be an esport, then 100% League could be an esport, because that's just as entertaining, to be honest. You don't know what the hell's going on half the time. The freaking commentators are screaming their asses off and at literally nothing.
Oh my god, dude, you snap, dude! I would rather watch Excel spreadsheet though, because at least that's useful in real life. Oh, got him. God,
oh my god, he set up the numbers. Oh, he's going in hard. Oh man, he's already on the third column. He's on the fourth. Oh, he's going. What? I can't believe. It's literally just that, but instead of that. Right. It's literally that same rhetoric, but you could just lay it over a fucking League match.
Any part,
and it makes just as much sense.
Yeah. That's why I said, to me, the other reason why I think League is not an esport, like, all biased. It's like, dude, I look at that shit, I do not understand what's happening. That's why literally Street Fighter and Rocket League were for the Olympics. Anybody, literally, your grandma could look at Street Fighter and Rocket League for like 2 seconds and be like, I get it. Like, it is not hard. Like, oh, Street Fighter, like, literally, I know, it's like, I didn't know shit about fighting games, bro. I watched the Street Fighter match of Daigo Dogura for literally like a minute, and I'm like, I get it. And I never played Street Fighter completely. Like, oh, I get it. They have the life there. If they get hit, they lose, and the way they're moving is for space. Oh, and if they hit, they do the thing, and then it's more damage. It's like, oh, that's it, done. It's simple as fuck, bro. That's why fighting games are peak spectators. Well, at least
fucking anime
better. Right? Dude, and the funny thing is, even when they get buck wild where no one understands, look at example anime fighters, you don't know what the fuck's happening, but the shit's so flashy and cool, you don't care. And at the end of the day, there's still a life for you. Like, oh my god, look at all the colors. Is he dead yet? I don't know, but look at all the fucking colors. Oh, this shit's sick. He's got the Bankai and the shotgun and shit. And it's crazy. That's why it's weird how fighting anime fighters aren't the peak of the FGC. Like I said, because spectator-wise, they're kind of peak. Like, entertainment-wise. As far as, like, you want to sit down and understand what's happening, bro, I commentated that shit. Good luck. There's too much shit happening to commentate that shit, bro. It's like, goddamn, bro. Like, I'm still stuck on the shimmy this dude did 2 seconds ago. That's not a lot, bro. In an anime fighter, that might as well be 2 years. Like, do you know how crackhead fast these games are? You crackhead as fuck. Like motherfucker, Tekken's like, oh man, Korean back yeah, like Korean backdashing anime players. Bitch, do you do all direction dashing? What the fuck did you just say to me? Like, yeah, we do Korean backdashing, but in all the directions. Oh fuck.
Man, Va, I gotta ask you, like, what's an esport that you end up watching? Like, do you get into any esports at all?
Watching wise,
Yeah.
I only watch if I get to it. You know, like Call of Duty and
Fair
Halo.
enough.
That's about it.
Okay, no, that's it. That's alright.
Like League,
For me, Halo-
League is not even all that. Really,
It's gay,
'cause
bro. It's gay. It's gay, bro. Done. Conversation's over.
I
It's gay.
played it before. Not a huge.
It's
fan.
gay. It's gay, bro. That's the only word I could use to describe that shit. Like when someone says, "Why don't you like Kingdom Hearts?" This shit's gay. What do you mean, like homo? Look, it's just gay as hell, bro. It's lame as shit. You know, I'm using it the way the kids use it. It's lame.
You don't like Disney?
No.
Oh,
Those hijos de puta setting copyright that Steamboat Willie, that shit is like more than 50 years old, and now it's finally available to the public because of the bitch ass lobbying that fucking Disney did. And thanks to them, we won't be able to listen to 80s music for another 50 years when it should be free to the public right now because no one gives a shit about 80s music. Ain't no one making money off that shit no more. That should be free right now for me to use in my video game, motherfucker.
I just want to say,
Cunts.
they added two new activities to this.
Also, are you recording, Bob?
No.
Because I think this technically counts as starting.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I've been starting.
Mar went pretty good on that. That was a pretty good rant on Mars, and like, fuck, I hope the God he got that. That was good.
They got a first-person shooter.
Like he snapped. He described exactly how it's like to watch that garbage. Like I tried. I was like, oh, I don't know what the fuck. This is over exaggerated. This looks like the most bitch shit on earth. It's like, homie, this dude looked like he beat off into a fucking Overwatch body pillow. This is not exciting.
Oh, Overwatch body pillow.
Funny enough, half of them usually do beat off to a fucking Overwatch body pillow as they're playing League, talking about how shitty their game is, but then they sit there and watch other people play the fucking game.
Right, true. Hey, but you know what? It's a funny thing. I talk about this all the time. I want to make a meme, or I think it has been already meme. Like, oh, people who play or don't play Overwatch, whatever, and then shake hands. Overwatch hentai is good. It's like, yeah, no, their hentai is good as shit. I would sit here and say, I have seen mainly Diva get dick so many times, bro, and I am content. I'll never touch that game, but the second I seen this bitch, I'm like, that's not a video game character, that's a porn character, and I typed in real quick. I'm sorry, she's too cute. I need to see this bitch get dick. I will not live life happy until I see this bitch get covered in white. Like, and I ain't even horny. I'm not even a horny dude. Let that sink in. But this bitch was so gorgeous. I'm like, she needs to get dick. That is your life goal. You exist to eat dick. Go play. No, you deserve to be a literal whore. I am sorry. I might be setting back women, but you are too fine. It is a law against God for you to not get dick.
Even the devs
I am
knew
looking
what
out
they
for
were
you,
doing.
woman. No, and then they tried to ban the porn, and it just made it worse. And again, when you put bitches in skin tight outfits, what do you expect? And remember, I'm not the horny one. You're talking to the dude who bitches about fan service and anime and video games. But you made the bitches so fine, it's like, time to go to a site I like literally never visit. And I'm being honest, I like never go to those booths ever.
I'll tell you something.
But y'all made these bitches so fine.
Man, pretty soon we're gonna end up having to fight our asses off just for that, man. Because now already going into 2024, look at this shit that's going on with Star Wars right now. They ended up hiring this fucking diversity here. First time ever, we're gonna have a woman's perspective in a galaxy far, far away. I wanted to shoot myself in my fucking head after I heard that, man. Because it's like, how does Disney not understand every time when they start doing diversity hires and on top of that, like pandering to certain like groups, it doesn't sell.
Exactly. And they're still doing this, like, bro, but every time we think, oh, go woke, go broke, and we're thinking, okay. No, they never learn. They literally never learn, dude. Let them, bro. Let them go broke.
Didn't they lose like $3 billion or something like that from just last year alone?
Oh, dude, no, they still lost more, honestly. I heard apparently it's actually reaching in the trillions. How much Hollywood... We're counting Hollywood? Yeah, no, they've lost trillions, dude. Good example, like the best way, look at the numbers just for their Emmys, bro. And I was even discussing with Weil earlier, like, one of the reasons the music industry died super hard here is because people don't pay for fucking music. Where in Japan, they still do, right? And that's why, like, people, like, literally, like, good example, right? So look at this, and this is relevant, too. And it's just in your mind. I look at it, like, because here's the thing, music is just auditory. Movies are auditory and visual. Video games are all three. So because of video games, it has skewed our perspective on what's worth it. You look at a game, and I mean, granted, let's ignore the bullshit currently, but let's go back in the golden era. You look at a game, oh yeah, I'll pay $60 because you know you're gonna get like $100 worth of gameplay. Like, and let's assume it's something like Resident Evil 5, not just grinding. Like, no, you're replaying that shit enough times. You're like, I get 50 hours or something, or 24 hours. A movie's only so long, and it's just visual and audio, and you've gotten so used to graphics and stuff that I look at a movie and I see $20. I'm like, that's a bit much. You know, I'm like, okay, 20 is okay, right? And it's like, that's low by their standards. And even music, bro, I'll pay like maybe $1 or 50 cents. But the funny thing is, by that same standard, I look at an anime and I'll pay like $1 for an episode isn't that bad, but I look at it because it's 24 episodes. So that's $24, then it's too much. So if we're going by my logical standards, music should literally cost cents, not dollars, because I could look at an episode of an anime and be $1, and guess what? That is too low. Because a single episode of an anime is like literally almost as much as a video game sometimes, bro. Shit ain't cheap. But at the end of the day, it's not about what costs in there, and it's how we perceive the value. And that's why literally music and movies combined are piss money shit compared to video games. They can't compare. And you know who knew this? Literally one of the greatest directors of all time. He said, our competition is not movies, it's video games. Because he's seen it. He's like, back in my day, you know what was popular? You know, this, and that. All things that aren't even relevant. He said, like carnivals. Or whatever, but guess what? No one gives a shit about them because we look at movies as a far superior medium than any of those old-timey. And guess what? Video games are out here. You know, music's boom, bitch, get out the way. They're like, fucking Michael Jackson comes. You know, Ray Lewis. I love Michael Jackson. He gets slapped like, you work for me now. You're a part of my video game soundtrack. No one's gonna pay for Michael Jackson music. You better be a part of a game, bitch. You better come into the special edition of my game. Better come with the soundtrack and that shit. Movies, we're so good, bitch. You're cutscenes now. You're irrelevant after the first playthrough. You know, like literally, as video games, they're just the brolic black dude coming and stacking all these kids. I said kids, they're fucking kids compared to video games. Good example. They're like, literally, they're a $1 trillion industry, and they jump overnight. Like hard, and that's the biggest reason why. That's why we have that perception. Even if, and the funny thing is, it's infected even people who don't play video games. Even they're like, I ain't paying $20 for Blu-ray. You know, I'm paying for especially here in the West, and literally no one plays for music, bro. Never paid for music in my life. So yeah, of course they're losing money because you already are at the bottom of the barrel of what people are willing to pay for, and you can't even meet that. Like people are like, I'm not even gonna pay $4 to see your shitty movie. I'll just get on Netflix. And then, okay, cool, I paid maybe, like, Netflix for 1 month, $8, and, like, yo, I'm gonna go play some COD. I'll pay, they'll pay maybe $12 Call of Duty. Yo, here's $30 for the Battle Pass, bro. I already paid $60 for the game. So the funny thing is, like, the money it's not there. The money's not there for you. Video games have already taken the wallet, so you are all fighting for scraps. You're fighting for the scrap. You're fighting for the cents in this dude's couch. And y'all still aren't even having that. That's what's fucked up. Listen again. You can't even win the scraps of video games, bro. Like, literally the pennies homies have in their pockets, and they're like, man, I don't feel like giving this penny for the new Star Wars movie. I'm gonna go waste this on a candy bar.
And you know what, kind of just to jump in on that idea, too, because you ended up just reminding me about something, because I remembered that Best Buy ended up announcing that they're no longer going to be selling physical media when it comes to movies, like movies and shows and that. And games. And games. Apparently. No, I heard that they're still going to be selling games physically. They're still keeping those on the shelves, but when it comes to everything else, in terms of movies and TV shows, they're going to be taking them off the shelves now. That's very bothersome to hear, because you hear a big company like Best Buy saying like, oh yeah, we're just gonna get rid of selling all of these. They're not really selling well. Like, they're coming up with every possible excuse to kind of calm everyone down, but it's really going toward the movement of
digital.
Everything's gonna end up being digital, and pretty soon you will not own anything you fucking buy anyway. Like, you go out and you spend that $70 in that one game you've been fucking waiting for forever. It could be literally the next Resident Evil remake. It could be RE5 remake. It'll be $70. You go out and you purchase it digitally, you will not own that digitally. You basically are just buying the rights to download it to be able to play it. But at any given time, if the service ends up going down and it shuts down, you will never be able to touch that shit ever again, unless you're somebody who likes to sail the 7 seas. Now, it's kind of crazy even thinking about that. We're now moving into a point in time where streaming services are really the the main source of how we can consume all this stuff. Obviously, we have Crunchyroll, we have
Netflix.
Didn't PlayStation just shut one of their things down? I could have sworn they also just shut one of their things down as well. Now that I'm thinking of it, I gotta go back and double check on that. But like, dude, we have all these different services: HBO Max, Disney Plus, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and all of them have their own stuff. And it's like we kind of moved back again to that era that we were getting away from, and that era was the cable era, where you have to spend an arm and a leg just to be able to watch all this stuff whenever you choose. But you want to be able to watch HBO shows? Well, it's going to be an extra $60 to the already base value $70 that we already have on you, and then on top of that, you want Cinemax? Well, that's an extra $20. You want, like, they every time they had something new, or even just pay-per-view events as well, like they would add stupid amounts of money off that, and a lot of people hated that. That's the reason why we ended up moving to Netflix. And a lot of people forget, like, when Netflix first started, it was a rental place. Like, you were just able to go online and click on, I want to be able to get this DVD. They'll send it to you within 24 hours. You'll be able to watch it, and you can send it back whenever you're done with it. And they got rid of that service, and then moved straight to just doing streaming. And now, when it first started, it was like, what, $6-7 for you just to stream all these fucking cool ass movies and shit, and that was a good time. But now you look at it, it's $25.
Yep.
And
you don't even get half of it. You don't even get half of it.
You're gonna end up throwing back the whole, like, it's $25 a month, but with this, you still got to watch the commercials. It's like, we got away from cable partially because we wanted to get away from the commercials, and the reason why we jumped on the streaming, because it was less. It was cheaper than going and buying cable. Like, cable was literally of what our parents had. Like, they were the cable generation. We ended up migrating from that, and we turned into like the first adopters of, we're jumping on these streaming services because this is the best way to watch our entertainment. Now, it's like these companies are now finding ways to kind of fuck us over even more, and just like pretty soon we're basically just gonna be paying $200-300. Look, even my dog's mad about the whole situation.
Oh no.
$200-300 a month on all these streaming services in order for us to watch what we enjoy. And the more they try to spread all this stuff around, because don't get me wrong, I do not pay for Netflix, but there is some shit on there that I really want to fucking watch. Like, they're like some of the anime originals that they've been coming out there, the Cyberpunk, fucking Castlevania Nocturne, fucking the One Piece live action actually turned out to be fucking dope. Like, there's some cool shit on there, and they're doing a great job actually pumping this shit out. But the only way I'm able to watch it is by paying $25 a month, and then you can get the cheaper one. But if I get the cheaper one, I have to sit through 5, 6, 7 fucking commercials in order for me to just start watching it. And then at any given moment, there'll be a commercial mid-show, and that's just gonna throw me the fuck off so much. And it's like, man, we're literally going right back into what we were getting away from. And it's like, how the fuck are we gonna get around this other than sailing the 7 seas? Because, like, piracy is going to be really rampant, more rampant than it's ever been soon. And it's mainly because now these businesses are finding ways to just basically fuck everyone over now. And pretty soon, the reason why I'm worried about it when it comes to movies and TV shows, it's moving in the games as well. Like, we're basically already there. Look, we already have, for as much as I praise it all the fucking time, Xbox Game Pass is a fucking red flag, bro. Because this is literally where shit is going. Because when you get Game Pass, what do you have? You basically have the right to download games that they have specifically on Game Pass. Once it runs out and you still have that stuff downloaded, you no longer have access to play the game because you no longer have Game Pass. So we're already basically there. And obviously, little by little, they keep on raising the price here and there. Like, now we're up to what, like $18 a month now? It used to be $12 with like the ultimate one being $15 a month, and then that turned it to $20. Now, like, come on, man, it's a scary thing to even think about, because the way how the economy is working, the way how everyone makes money, and the way how these guys just keep on raising the prices as if we don't fucking notice. Like, hey, man, these bills are getting a little bit too high right now. And I don't know, man. I feel like that's going to end up hurting the gaming industry in the long run. Like, the next generation of consoles, I'm really worried about just because of this shit.
I mean, here's my thing about all that. Like, the reason why I feel like It's been like, and we see it too with the trend. Because I agree with you. The thing about our generation, and I know that's because we were raised into the cable thing, but we got out of it. Like we actually did it ourselves, right? It wasn't. The thing is, I think why I'm hopeful is that our generation is just smarter. We're not as stubborn as the old one. Like, dude, there are people here in my restaurant, the restaurant I'm working at right now. They still watch TV, and I sit there like, you guys sit through 5 minutes of ads, and they're like, whatever. They're just too lazy. But we're too literally. We were born into a convenience, like the age of convenience. And look at the thing about no one told us. Our parents didn't tell us, oh, you can watch. No, we looked at Netflix and Logic and went, that's easier. We always go for something that's more convenient. And think about it. We came into the age where music, like again, we don't even pay for our music. We'll go through all these hoops just to get music legally, or even like I said, my playlist is just all my music from YouTube, right? Like it's just pure music for the likes, right? Like we will always find ways to just be more convenient. We already hate ads. Like literally, we have an absolute hatred. And guess what? These companies don't get that because they're just boomers. They think they're smarter than us, but they're not. That's why, like I said, we get away from cable and they're making it worse. And guess what we're doing? Let this again. They are charging more, and somehow they're making less. Even with PlayStation, they're charging for 70. Their subscription numbers went down harder than the time they added extra and all this other shit. Like it's funny. They're trying. The extra charges, literally that extra charge is just for the people who are getting caught, like Sony fanboys, Netflix fanboys. That's like their tax on them, and then everybody else maybe sell or offer. And that's just funny because with Netflix, it's not a secret. There's stockholders that they have been doing progressively worse, and it's funny because they're charging more. And they're always, and again, it's because these CEOs don't understand how we work. They do not get that. And it's like, no, just no. That's straight up no. That's why we have ad blockers on YouTube, and YouTube's trying, and even anime. Bro, that's why Kiss Anime was one of the most trafficked sites. And what was it? A fucking pirate site for anime. And guess what? It went down. 10 more popped in its place. It's the Hydra. They can never win. You have to compete with it. And even Gabe said the problem with piracy, is a service problem. And in reality, it's actually at the core, everyone agrees, it's like a money problem. Like at the end of the day, people are too poor. They can't even buy it. So you want to make it as, number one, affordable as possible. That's why we switched from cable to Netflix. Number one, affordability. Number two, convenience. And that's where the ads and how functional your shit is. And they just do not understand that at all. They already fuck us over with the price. And like I said, at first they just made the service worse. Straight up. The service just became worse. And then they charge more. Like that's it. You lose everybody. And again, they can't stop. Like, dude, literally the FBI, I think they arrested the two dudes who originally invented the site for Pirate Bay. But there are other people still keeping it up. And that's why I'm always hopeful for that stuff. Because there's just too many of us that care. And we're too smart. We're literally too savvy. They cannot stop us. It's impossible. They literally cannot. That's why I'm hopeful. And at the end of the day, I'm worried for gaming too, but the gaming crash is happening. It's just happening. They are trying to charge $70 during an economic recession for a lot of parts of the world. Like COVID fucked a lot of us over, myself included. A game could come out. Like, good example, Tekken. I am not going to buy it. I'm mildly interested in it. But even if I was more interested, I genuinely cannot buy it because of the current situation. And these, again, CEOs, they're stubborn. They do not understand that. Look at the president of Capcom. Like, oh, $70 is too low. I don't care what you think. The reality of the situation is different. And that's the biggest thing. It's like, dude, I literally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I have this napkin, bro. This is what I can use. Will you accept this napkin for your copy of Tekken? No, we want $60. You have to come in our level. You better accept this napkin. Like, damn, we'll take that napkin. And that's why we're going to have the gaming crash. They're pushing this, and that. I mean, one of the reasons, too, why Game Pass is doing good. I could literally give Xbox the napkin. They're like, damn, here you go, bro. Go play, literally, a brand new Persona Tactica game on release, bro, and here's BB Tag for free, too. And have fun. Just keep giving us a napkin. Bet, I got you, dog. I can guarantee you napkins. Like, that's the level we're at, bro. You gotta take my napkin, bro. That's literally all I can give you. And they'll be like, fuck it, I'll take it.
One thing I'm really happy about, during this game crash, one thing that we can always be happy about is, like, the wave of indie games that have been coming in and just fucking crushing it and showing that, hey guys, you could still have that genuine experience of what it feels like to be a gamer and just enjoy a fucking game without all these fucking crazy ass microtransactions, without all of these fucking paywalls that are stopping you from fully experiencing a game. Like, it's beautiful that we have games like fucking Lethal Company and Pizza Tower, Cocoon, Sea of Stars.
Baldur's Gate, bro.
Oh my god, man! Like, and it just goes to show that, like, with love and care, gaming's still gonna be there no matter what. But at the same time, man, you look at these big companies that hold basically a lot of our favorite franchises hostage. That's what they're really doing. Like, one of the most egregious ones for me is EA. I fucking hate EA with a passion right now because, man, fucking Star Wars is ruined. Need for Speed's ruined. Battlefield is ruined. Like they just fucked everything over. Oh, remember Medal of Honor? Yeah, me neither, because it hasn't been one for 10 years. Fucking.
They just shut the servers down too.
Yep.
That's no, you're right.
That's right now.
You were roboting earlier.
You were.
Oh shit. Oh no, I was saying, man, like if they were to allow people to actually build games off of these fucking franchises, like they'd make buku cash like crazy.
Right?
But instead they go out and fucking get the people who are like, all right guys, how do we keep this carrot over their face and then continue on just dragging them through this slog of horse?
Yeah,
like that's basically the idea how they went with all this. And I just got them breaking away from the fucking terrible spell that was Destiny 2, because in all honesty, I've genuinely stopped playing Destiny 2 hardcore like 2 years ago now. And the more I look at it, the more I'm just glad that I got off what I did, because they've essentially just turned that game into like, oh, you want to enjoy the game? Well, you have to spend $100 a year in order for you to enjoy the full experience, and you're not even getting the full experience. It's so fucking like, I feel like for the past 9 years, the Destiny community has been playing a beta. And we're just almost done with that beta, because now they're coming up with, instead of expansions, when the last expansion comes out next year, oh man, you can't wait, because now we're going to start bringing out episodes. It's like, I don't care anymore. You guys basically ruined the story already with your half-assed fucking...
Yep. Did it cut him off?
That you've been fucking passing through this entire time. And it's like... I'm like, at some point, the rabbit gets tired of fucking running for the same carrot, because the carrot's already molded. I need a new fucking carrot. I need to go get because this shit ain't working for me.
That was such an interesting metaphor.
I mean, dude, literally that's being Halo Infinite.
Because that's what it is, though. An ongoing game is essentially that. I mean, look at every other ongoing game that already failed. Look at Avengers. Look at Anthem. Oh my God! Remember when Anthem was supposed to be the Destiny killer?
I said he was dead. No. Here's the thing. Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, what I was saying is like, it's two things that you made me think is that what was it? Like the first one was like, to me, Destiny. Like I touched it, the demo, and I was like, this shit's trash. I don't know how anyone plays Destiny. That's why it's called Destiny. So, and then I don't know how that shit ever got popular, but man, I kind of lost what you might remind me. So go ahead, because I remember something that you were bringing up, but I'll remember it while you go.
No. I'll tell you exactly why that game became popular. It became popular because the people who loved Bungie games, i.e. Halo games, they loved the gunplay mechanics so much in Destiny that they stayed around, because they're like, man, they're gonna keep on adding to this game. We're gonna have all this cool shit eventually, and it's like. I'll go through you step by step exactly what happened. Fucking Destiny came out in 2014. They released the first expansion, which was the fucking Dark Below, and that was like mid, because all it did was just give us like an extra 10 to 20 minutes of gameplay, and then we had to sit there and wait for the raid, and the raid was easier than most fucking strikes, which usually last like 15-20 minutes anyway. Then the next thing came out, House of Wolves, and everyone was like, all right, we don't really get the appeal here. And then they finally released what was called the Taken King, and that was like, oh, snap, like, oh, wait, hold on. They gave us more features. They gave us a new way to play our classes. They gave us a lot of stuff. We're like, all right, this is what we expected an expansion to be. Do more of this. And they did it again with what was it? The not House of Wolves, fucking Iron Lords. Was it the Iron Lords? Yeah, it was the Iron Lords. So Rise of Iron, that's what it was called. The Rise of Iron came out. We're like, oh my God, this game feels actually complete now, man. I can't fucking wait. What's the next expansion? Oh wait, we're not gonna have an expansion? Destiny 2. Oh, you're gonna give us a whole new game? Oh man, I can't. Want to know what happened with that? We moved to Destiny 2. They basically just blew up everything and just said, here, we're going to start again from scratch. It's like, wait, what the fuck? I just worked for fucking almost 3 years for all of these weapons, all of this shit, all these builds that I have and all my characters, and you're going to make me start the fuck over again? Fuck this shit, bro. And for a good year and a half, everyone was fucking dragging through it. And then we finally got, Forsaken. Destiny 2 Forsaken. That was the expansion that brought it back on the map, and everyone was fucking happy again because they basically did what the Taken King did. Like, holy shit, we got the features we've been fucking waiting for. Thank you. Like, can we just get more of this? And little by little, they just kept on giving us less.
And here's the funny thing, dude. The funny thing is, like, when you said, "Oh, I'm just done with this," that's doesn't mean infinite. Like, you could do all you want. Like, I just don't care. You know. And here's the funny thing: you say Destiny 2, literally Destiny 2 became irrelevant. But like to you, what you were saying, like Destiny 1, I guarantee you, most gamers, okay, yeah, like even I knew about that. Destiny 2, bro, I didn't even know it released. I don't know shit about it, and I don't care. And it's funny because a lot of these new IPs, like, bro, the only reason people bought Destiny, and even you, the Division and Destiny, the only reason people bought them is because, oh, it had the name Tom Clancy, oh, Bungie. But then the second they release, guess what? They immediately turn people off like me. The Division, oh, tactical game. Oh, it's just Destiny 2.0, but in third person. And I already don't like Destiny. I touched the demo and I'm like, this game feels like, ow. And it has nothing in common with Halo. Because I'm like, I came for Halo. I got this booty water ass game. And it's like, so you can have all your content. I'm like, I'm sorry, this game feels like my dick in a blender. Who plays this shit? You know, it's like, and then also, what's Anthem? Literally, I forgot. So see, now I finished my thoughts. Going back to what you're finishing on. Loki, what the hell is Anthem? I don't even remember what the fuck that is. Like, I know the name, but I cannot have a visual. I'm like, what the hell does that look like?
Okay, Anthem was supposed to be the BioWare, the creators of Mass Effect. Like, that was their like, we're making a huge return, guys. We've been working on this game for years in the background. We haven't told anybody at all, and this is going to be the next big thing. We can't wait to show you guys. Turns out, when they first showed us, that was the very first time the developers actually seen what they were really going to make.
Yep. Isn't that the game that also
was such a catastrophe, bro? Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the only time I heard about that shit because it crashed PS4s, bro. Damn, that's your only real publicity, bro. Like, damn, it crashed PS4s. Like, so I can't even play this game if I want to do shits and giggles. Like, because then I'm gonna fuck my PS4. Damn, bro. People can't even buy your product
right now for like $1.
I mean, that sounds like The Last of Us, Forspoken, or whatever that shit is. Like, yeah, that sounds like a lot of these booty water ass games, bro. No one wants that shit. To the point, no, did you even know that apparently I've seen that literally GameStop had Forspoken copies, hundreds, and steel books in the trash.
Yeah, that they literally pulled an Anthem then, because that's literally what happened with Anthem. Like, no one was buying the games anymore, and like they were like, what the hell are we gonna do with all these copies? They started giving them away whenever you bought a new game. It was like, oh, here, you get a free game too. Oh, what's this? Is Anthem? And then people fucking brought it home. It's like, what is this trash? I want to turn it back in. Oh, sorry, you can't return that. It's a free game. Don't worry, just keep it. Like, they were literally giving that game away. That's how bad it was.
And you know what's nice? I like that the Division and Destiny set a standard, because I mean, those were actually the two of the fastest selling new IPs. People got burned from just those two new IPs alone, and now new IPs don't do good at all. Like, people got so burned from those two alone, myself included.
As a matter of fact, if you look at the controversies that happened with Destiny, like just last year alone, they released a new expansion that was supposed to be like the penultimate expansion. Like, it was our Infinity War before we get to Endgame, and it was so lackluster. People were just livid. Like, some of the content creators that have been making content for Destiny, like literally the lore, builds, how to go through certain things, all of these people are so entranced into the Destiny world that they literally built this community just off of their content alone. So when this shit came out and it was terrible, everyone was pissed off. I'll probably fucking share some videos with you guys, man, because like some of the content creators that I enjoyed, like when they finally came out and said, you know what, I'm getting sick and tired of this. We're not even being treated like a good community anymore. We've been backing up Bungie since day one, and they just been screwing us over, and like we can't take it anymore. Like, we hate the fact that you give us a half-ass expansion, and then we're also releasing dungeons. But in order for you to play the dungeons, either A, you pay the $100 for the full expansion, or B, you spend an extra $20 a dungeon. What? So you're telling me I have to spend $50 for the expansion plus an extra $20 per dungeon? And that's not even the crazy part yet, because obviously it's a looter shooter. So what are you doing? You're going around, you're looting for weapons, and you're looting for armor. A lot of their armors cost money. real life money. You don't grind for these. You literally go to their Eververse store and you see their prices. Bro, fucking $20, $25, $30. It's like, why? There's a fucking pack that used to be in there that was $80 for one armor set for one character. What? They fucking took it down, but at the same time, I'm never gonna forget that shit because that is some bullshit. You mean to tell me that the armor in the game that you wanted us to buy for $80, almost $90 costs more if you were just to buy the expansion without the dungeons? What?
I mean, I'm of the belief that outfits should never cost more than a fucking game. You know, that's just wild. The fact that I could get this fancy color outfit, like, bro, I could use this money and buy a whole ass better game. Like, nah, bruh.
Bro, I can go out and just buy an emulator and just be happy with the emulator.
Exactly. Like, to me, that's my golden rule. Like, bro, DLC or outfits especially should never cost more than a game. Just no. That's wild, dude. Now, I'm talking about like a PS2, PS3 game. You could go right now and be like, yo, I'll pay $10 for like I don't know, Marlo or some bullshit, right? Or like, I feel like $4 is just too much for DLC outfits. I'm a cap, like $4 for some, like, bro, they spend hours, this and that, but how many, here's my thing. Literally, you could sell it for $1, 1,000 people are that's literally like $1,000. Oh, but would they get a cut? Like, okay, cool. So let's say they get 50%. Let's say after everything, 50%. Bro, that's still $4 for fucking outfit. That's what motherfuckers don't realize. They think, oh, it's worth it if you're like,
who did DLC the best, in my opinion? You ever got into like Monster Hunter back when it was on the PSP?
Yeah.
Bro,
I mean, I never
they
got into
literally
it,
give you free shit, and it's almost like basically a full game by itself. It's like, holy shit, man, you really love your fucking community.
No, World is the same. Like, literally, you don't have to. Like, I literally paid. Like, the stuff it's not even necessary. Like, no. Like, you can get. Oh, here's a Ryu quest to get the Ryu outfit. Here, oh, you want to get. There's a Witcher quest. Like, you don't pay for the actual content. Like, it's always like, oh, here's the content. It always like Final Fantasy. It's a crossover, right? The mission you get is always free. You never have to pay for it. You only have to pay for like either an outfit or an emote. So the cool thing is it switches. If you want like the Geralt outfit, free. Do you want the Geralt witchcraft? Oh, free. What do you pay for? Actually, you don't pay for nothing this time. You guys paid us so well for the last 2 DLCs we did. We're not even charging you for this one. We're just giving them a cut. It's like, damn. You know, like, because guess what? I did the Ryu quest. I'm like, you know what? I like this so much. I'm gonna pay for the Hadouken emote because I want to throw motherfucking Hadoukens in this game. You know? Like, shit. Oh, and then, yeah, they gave us literally, one of the hardest quests in the entire game is a Final Fantasy DLC. Like, holy shit, any other game would definitely charge up the ass for that. But in here, it's free! I still haven't beat it! I'm trying to get a party so I can beat that shit! That's how hard it is! Like, damn, bro! Like, no, Monster Hunter, and it's crazy because Capcom low-key is greedy as fuck. So now I'm worried for Monster Hunter 6, I think that's coming out. Like, I'm real worried for that shit. Because they're already not doing Street Fighter. Bro, it's $100 to get all the third outfits in SF6. These pieces of shit. And they charged for Resident Evil Reimagining. They literally said, oh, we're not going to cut content. They lied. They cut content and stuff. And then, oh, we're going to get the separate ways missions later. Okay, we're thinking, okay, cool, at least we're going to charge for it. It's like, holy fuck, not only are you cutting content, you're charging us for cut content. And you charge 60 reimagining. In my opinion, no remaster, remake, or reimagining should cost more than 40, bro. Why? Most of the work is done. Pre-planning can take years. And then this, that, whatever. Like what y'all are doing, like reimagining's probably the most. That one I could give the most case, like maybe $45 max still. But like, bitch,
like when it comes to reimaginings and remakes and that, no, you're right, because like they're literally just taking a little bit of extra color, maybe an extra feature here and there, and then like that's really it. So why are you $70?
And you know what's gonna sell, and and here's the thing is people don't realize like price doesn't matter. It's like because that's why like originally the debate for why games shouldn't cost 70 is like when you put in the money for the game or whatever, it's because you're confident in that product or you know it will sell. Good example, Grand Theft Auto, one of the most expensive games to this day, 5. They never charged more than 60 because they knew that shit was gonna sell. Same with reimaginings, bro. You know that shit's gonna sell and it's low effort. Why would you charge like it's? And the thing is, because they can get away with it. That's why. That's the crux of it. Because they know they can get away with it.
So then it's the game, and so it's the gamer's fault that they're
It is.
able to get away with it, because obviously, if we were able to show with our wallets the way how we should, that hey man, we're not gonna fucking settle for this shit. You got to be able to do this shit right. Then we wouldn't be in this situation right now.
The thing is, here's the thing. We already are kind of there, but here's the problem. Half of the people, like, because again, I'm even there. Like, I'm not gonna renew for sub. Like I said, we see it with Division or Astony. You know, like it is there, but the problem is that there's the strong, what I call majority of non-real gamers. Like, what's her face? I know you guys seen the viral video of one of the girls that worked at GameSpot, and she's always in controversy because people hate on her. But she made a recent video. I think it's gonna pop off. She says, "I'm tired of fake gamers." That's the problem. It's not the gamers. We're putting our money where our mouth is. That's why I said I think the rise of triple A indie games is coming. Baldur's Gate has already set the standard. We have plenty of other ones that are doing good, but it's the fake gamers that are ruining it. And at the end of the day, it's just the big ones, like the big companies. Like that's why to me, it's like as long as you play more than just COD and your FIFAs or NFLs or 2Ks, we'll be fine. Because and the funny thing is, it's gotten so bad that even some of them have gotten tired. But like Call of Duty, like I said, Outbreak Company outsold the shit out of Call of Duty. That's how you know we're running that shit, dude. Like, we are reaching there. You know, we are talking to our wallets, but the problem is the few who aren't, who are stupid, they're ruining it for the rest of us. Like my friend, he always invites me to Call of Duty, and I even told him, bro, you know I don't play Call of Duty. Why doesn't your bitch ass buy Street Fighter? He's like, oh, I don't play Street Fighter. I don't care. Buy Street Fighter. You clearly have spare money to buy stupid shit. Go spend it on a decent game. Play Street Fighter. And that's the problem. These people don't play anything but insert generic AAA title here. And the problem is that the majority.
It's crazy that like we live in the day and time where like the only way other people actually jump in with their friends to play Call of Duty is like they are kind of forced to play it because that's all the other friends play. And it's like, bro, man, I'm about to get a whole new set of friends, man. I don't need to be doing this shit because I know the game's trash. Just because you guys enjoy playing trash over and over and don't even realize you could just play the previous fucking game instead of buying a new one.
And you know what's funny? Speaking of that, I feel like I'm still friends with him, by the way. We're cool as fuck. I got played MBC3 with him, right? But I feel like that's actually, it could be a weird trend, I would say, is that thanks to the things that like Discord growing and in communities, is that I feel like that's why some people don't talk to even their high school friends. Because again, let's be honest, the majority of them, like it's saying like someone said AAA games are for people who don't play video games, and I have to agree with that, right? Like they're not gamers, and us gamers, we don't need our friends anymore. We have Discord communities, we have PlayStation communities, and like you said, we're too literally like, dude, I cannot buy Call of Duty. And guess what? Depending if they're a real friend, they're gonna buy you a copy and okay, cool, you play it, whatever, not a risk to you. But half the time, let's be real, for most people, from what I've heard anecdotally, that most high school friends are just high school friends. Very few last for a lifetime, right? Like they can have all the money in the world. They're not gonna buy you a copy of Call of Duty. So as far as you know, okay, you just ended a good relationship. You know, you don't even try, but over the years, you don't play anything in common. They're like, oh man, we're gonna play Monster Hunter. Oh, Monster Hunter, what's that? It's like, ah, it's fucking sick. Oh no, I'm gonna play Call of Duty. It's like, oh, you can go fuck yourself. I'm playing Vanguard. I'm gonna go play this sick ass game with Hadoukens and shit. You know, it's like the fuck. Like, so that's why I mean, like, gaming is slow. And the thing is, I've even noticed too with some of the Call of Duty people, like, man, my friends don't play this shit anymore. Like, yeah, I wonder why. Like, because again, you know, Call of Duty people are fairly, you know, they're average, and they have like their friends that are just like them. Their other, you know, friends that they know from childhood, and then they're like the gamer friends. And the more than likely, the childhood friend and the gamer friend don't play Call of Duty. So 2/3 of your friends group don't play that shit. And the only other left are the other dudes, and half of them are either like cool dudes, or the other half you're like you're not cool with anymore. Like an example for me, I don't hang out with one of my other homies I used to play COD with because the dude's a piece of shit. You know, so now you have a and now you're bored because some of them are too busy with work, they got kids or something. Now you got maybe one dude you play Call of Duty with that you know IRL, and you sure as hell ain't talking to anyone in the COD community because they're toxic as shit. And then you're bored. The games are trash, and you're lonely. That doesn't mean to make these games so, you know, they're social games. And if you don't even have the social aspect, that's why games like Outbreak Company are popping off because your friends are like, hey, yo, get this Outbreak game, and maybe you'll be like, I don't really play it, but then you try like, okay, you know what, this is fun, and before you know it, you get converted. You're like, you know what, damn, Call of Duty is shit. I'm gonna start playing indie games, and apparently it's happened. Game Pass has actually literally boosted people playing other shit because guess what, you don't have to pay for it. When there's a low barrier to entry, it's easier to not play only COD.
I'll be back.
But you know, that's the whole tangent on that. Oh, fair enough. But yeah, so. Yeah, no, like, but at the end of the day, there's still a huge majority who are like super casual that don't even really care for it, and they'll just hop on 2K and COD, and the majority of their workplace group and friend group still fucking does that shit. And the thing is, they only put in like 2 hours, man, like maybe 2 hours a day, this, that, whatever. So to them, it's low commitment anyway, so they don't really give a shit, you know. And if the game's bad, they'll just won't pay it, and then they'll just play the next one next year. And that's the other thing that really sucks. The fact that they're yearly releases means that for them to just wait and play something else isn't that bad. They could just go back to their comfort food, you know? That's what really fucks us over, honestly. But at the end of the day, that's for the normies. The normies can go get I mean, and like I said, and even for them, it's like, bro, you know, your average Tyrone or Tom, he looks at that $70 price like, bro, Call of Duty hasn't been good. I'm not, like I said, look at Vanguard. So even the normies are sick of this shit. They're like, yeah, this game's just trash, goofy, and I'm like, homie, I have my kids and shit, college tuition to pay for. I'm not gonna pay for this whole ass fucking like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
And you
I
don't
know
know.
something that's very interesting in the terms of like the different iterations of Call of Duties over the past few years. For me, being a part of the competitive community and actually like listening to the consensus and the way how everyone's been talking, like Vanguard was like hands down probably one of the worst things that ever really happened in competitive COD. Up to the point where some of the best Call of Duty players ended up retiring because that game was that much fucking like terrible trash. And this new one that we're on, don't get me wrong, like everyone agrees, like it's across the board that this could have been just literal DLC for the last year's game, which it originally was supposed to be, but for some reason they decided to fucking slap a $70 fucking sticker on it and say, "Yo, yeah, it's a whole new game." No, it's literally the same game. You're giving us maps that are supposed to be a part of this game, and then like all you really did was just like give us slide canceling and then just tweaked a couple things. That's all you really did. I mean, okay, you killed off DMZ. No one really fucking played it anyway. So what did you really give us? A shitty campaign that like the voice actor Kratos was right. Like his speech was literally longer than the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 campaign. Like that's not even a joke. Like you could literally go and like beat that shit super easy. And for the most part, casuals are not going to really notice because, in all honesty, they go out and buy the Call of Duty just because it's Call of Duty. Oh, it's a new Call of
Yeah.
Duty. Cool, go buy it.
Yeah.
That's literally their mindset. But like competitively, though,
Damn.
I am surprised that I'm actually saying this. This is actually a better competitive game than the last.
10.
I'd say the last good competitive Call of Duty was probably Cold War. Yeah, yeah. It was
Ooh, I
on
love
people's
Cold War.
good side. Cold War was okay, but it wasn't like the bee's knees. I would argue that going all the way back to like
Black Ops 2.
damn, Black Ops 2. Yeah.
And here's the thing,
I'm that
like
far
I'm a
back.
casual enjoyer. Like to me, like from what I heard, the competitive scene really got fucked once Ghost came out, and it's never recovered.
Oh man, you know what's funny? A lot of the competitors now, they've been saying like, well, especially with
Ghost
last year's
pretty
Call of Duty, they're like, hey man, we rather go fucking play Call of Duty Ghosts than this
so
shit. This is getting
yeah,
fucking pointless
yep.
now.
I've heard that. You know, and it's
But
funny
no,
because the thing I seen a good documentary. Sorry to cut you off, but that said that
no.
why Call of Duty competitive basically is dead and never come back. And they said for two reasons: the fact that competitors realized like Ghost was there's a reality check to some that if you're like say the best Black Ops 2 player, dude, you're only gonna be good for that year. Then you have to adjust to the new one. And then what if it's completely opposite to your meta? Then it fucks you over as a competitive player. Like there's no stability. So it's like a pro player like this is cancer. It's like oh shit, you know that makes sense. And that you have to move on to the next one because the community is going to move on. And then second, the introduction of new generation systems and private chat ruined online clips. That's why like remember we saw the resurgence with Modern Warfare, right? Like, and that was a huge thing that was popping off, right? FaZe Clan, right, with their 360 no scopes and everybody yelling and shit. That shit completely died off in the PS4 generation. It's like oh, shit. So as a content creator and as a competitor, that's why he said like, yeah, no, Call of Duty's never gonna reach Black Ops 2 levels, and like it never has. Because think about it, I don't know any of this shit. Like I didn't even know that like I knew Vanguard was bad, and I thought people just stick with it. I didn't even know the competitive community was that sick of it. I have heard that people wanted like again. I knew about Ghost, right? Because I saw the like, documentary, but I did hear a couple times that like yeah, they're so done they'd rather play Ghost. I'm like damn, it's gotten that bad. Like Cold War, I love Cold War. It's actually the best. Like dude, it's my favorite COD they've come out since Black Ops 2. And how many times it took them to get it? And don't get me wrong, like the product to me, Cold War's biggest critique is that as a product, it's not or not a product. As a game, it has too many bugs and glitches and shit, right? Like it has like fundamental problems, but as a product and as a game, it feels like a spiritual successor to Black Ops 1, and that's why I love it, both in zombies, story mode, and multiplayer. And we haven't literally like I like it. Like I'm old school COD player, and Cold War feels like the only real COD game we've had in literal years. And I put my money where my mouth is. I own that game 3 fucking times, dude, because I actually like it. And I even tell people like, we want to play COD. I'm like, let's play Cold War. Like I don't feel like playing any other COD. I'd rather just play Cold War. I don't give a shit about any of this. That's why I'm like, now I'm like, you know what? For every good COD, I'm gonna wait 10 years. And now Cold War's my metric. When did Black Ops 2 come out? When did Cold War come out? I'll wait that many years for the next COD for me to give a fuck about.
Oh man, I might as well tell you right now, man, because rumors already been going around that the next iteration of Call of Duty being made by Treyarch is going to be a jetpack Call of Duty. They're going back to
Ooh,
jetpacks.
I'm with it.
Yeah,
I
that
actually
I'm
like
actually
that.
really interested in because Treyarch actually does a really good job at their games. Obviously, I mean, even
Right.
going back to like all the games that we basically named, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops
Yep.
Cold War, like all those games are all Treyarch
Treyarch.
games. So for the fact that they're
Yep.
actually doing a jetpack game next, a lot of people are excited.
Yeah, but like again, I'm not gonna like. It's just I don't know. Like you said, like Call of Duty's just not my. And the other thing is how you know we're in the era of the downfall of gaming. It's like I said, I'm just too broke. Like I don't care. I'm just too broke. I have to worry about me first. Then you guys can get your money. And I have a huge backlog. And then plus you already knew me personally. I'm getting into deving, so now I'm too focused with that. And it's like
Mhm.
like fuck that.
I
Like
mean,
I
the
said, there's
best
a lot of
hope is that it gets thrown on Game Pass and we only have to worry about it.
exact. I mean, that's where I'm at now, dude. Like, it's not on Game Pass. I don't care. Like Game Pass is just so good, but like you said, it's like there is a caveat to it. And that's what's really
Hmm.
fucking scary. But if anything, I'm hoping that at least with gamers like us, because I think the same thing. If I really love something, like I said, I even like good example, what I do now, like I don't watch movies. I literally watch recaps. And if a movie's good enough, I think to myself, dude, I'm gonna buy the DVD of that. So in the end, that actually still does work out, even for companies.
Yeah,
Like Game Pass, like, oh man, I really like this game. I'm gonna buy a physical copy. You know? Oh good. So
Lord
that's why I said I'm
Jesus, man.
hopeful.
Like, you know what? There's something I actually wanted to ask. Now that we're actually here, and it
Sure,
gave
sure.
me that idea. Vile,
Oh, he's still
you've been
AFK.
experiencing. I was gonna say he's been experiencing the Spider-Man 2 wave right now. Like he's been enjoying the game, and
Yep.
like I want to hear a little more about his experiences in that because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that game's way too overrated. But
No, I mean,
I can't.
here's the thing. To me, the only reason I say it's not overrated is because everybody's shitting on it. Like more people are shitting on it than are good. Like when people say, "Oh, it's good," they're normies. They're literally people who don't play AAA games. Straight up. Like any real gamer, like bro, I talked to a lot of people like, dude, we already got tired of it by the time Miles Morales came out, and the only reason that was fresh because Miles is different. Like a lot of people who are real gamers are like, dude, it's the same shit. This is not supposed to be $60. And remember, that's aside all the controversy.
It's
No,
just more. It's just more of what we already had, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. That's actually a good thing. But like to make it be like, oh man, it's this grand achievement. I can't believe it didn't win a nomination during the Game Awards. It didn't win anything. It could have won Best
oh my
Action Game. Like no, because it's a quick time event, and every time you like talk to people, it's like, oh man, but what about this scene? Yeah, you press square and the game plays the rest for you.
and here's the
You
funny
press
thing.
circle and the game plays the rest for you. Don't get me wrong, there's some scenes that are pretty dope, but a lot of them are quick time events, and that to me really doesn't qualify as good gameplay. That's literally just wow, this game is very cinematic. It is very awesome. It looks appealing. Like visually, it's amazing. However, games like Spider-Man 2, another game I actually have a problem with when it comes to it literally just plays the game for you sometimes. God of War.
Oh,
That's
yep,
the
yep,
first
yep.
and Ragnarok,
Out of
where like
walk,
there's some
out of
scenes
walk.
where like it's literally like it'll walk by itself, or like you're in the boat and you're in the raft and it's doing the whole boat scene by itself while you're listening to the dialogue. Like that's a cinematic. That's not gameplay. And
No,
like, yes, it looks pretty. That's the purpose of it. It looks fucking fantastic. But if you're not playing it, is it really gameplay? You can't compare that to something like I
Baldur's
don't
Gate.
know, Baldur's Gate 3.
Here's the thing. Sorry to cut you off a bit, but like,
Yeah.
like I said, it's mainly like that's why, like, dude, literally. Okay, we'll start. I want to say that Last of Us has ruined modern gaming because now every game has to have a walking section and parts where you can't actually interact, and it's like, dude, that's so boring. I hate that shit. Like I noticed it in Uncharted 4 immediately. Now all Sony games are just Last of Us, booty water, and I think Last of Us is a mad overrated fucking game. Like there's like very little gameplay. The online is way better, and then they canceled that. And like literally, there's my favorite YouTuber. He calls God of War God of Walk, and that immediately like I wanted to get Ragnarok, but something about me like my gamer sense kicked in. Don't get it. And then my favorite YouTuber said God of Walk. I'm like, that's all I need to hear. I can't stand that shit. I'm sorry, just no. And fucking literally, it's only normies. Like literally, when I was seeing salt videos about Sony fanboys getting mad at Spider-Man. When I was like, dude, literally every hardcore gamer I've ever, include myself, like, dude, you came out during the time Street Fighter 6, Armored Core, and Baldur's Gate came out. You stood no chance, dude. Like what? Like hell no. And all of them were critically acclaimed. And to me, let me ask you this: this is for me personally, or not ask you, like that's me being unbiased. Me being biased, literally, Spider-Man 2 is a piece of shit game. I am immaculately offended because they pulled that woke bullshit. They changed my native tongue with their stupid SJW woke bullshit.
Oh,
And I'll,
man.
literally, a lot of Latin Americans and people from Spain, we boycott the game. Like we refuse to play it or buy it because of the shit they pulled. And that's to me number one reason. Like by even it being nominated is an insult. Like literally, like I want literally. You want to know how offended I am? I want to have a petition to send to the president of Mexico for that game to not be sold in our country. Because in Saudi Arabia, they took all that shit out. Like, either you get rid of it, like you did Saudi Arabia, or you ban this shit from my country. Like, that's how offended I am by that.
What game?
Like,
I
it's
hate
just
the game
genuinely.
for a specific
don't
other
know-
reason. That's really just a gameplay piece. Fucking Mary Jane scenes in the fucking game. Like you're
Yeah,
playing as fucking NJ, going around tasing people. It's like, how is this in here? Why is this like? And it's prevalent in the game. It's not like, oh, it's just once in a while. Even those scenes alone are just like, why the fuck am I doing it? It's baffling as hell. And then on top of that, MJ isn't even that fucking interesting in the entire story. Fucking the relationship that she has with Peter Parker is probably one of the shittiest versions of this relationship I've ever seen in any medium.
Yeah.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah, no. And you know what's funny? Like, I actually went
Yeah,
back
talking about
to
Spider-Man
further.
too.
That's why gameplay being unbiased is that freaking I actually, you know what? At first I thought Spider-Man 1 was kind of weak, but I said, oh, it takes time to get into it and it's bad. And dude, the thing I literally hated the most was the MJ segments. That's why I like Miles Morales better, because I felt the combat was better and I did not have to play as Mary Jane. That's like, immediately 2 times better. And it's shorter. So that's why I like Miles Morales is my favorite one. It's like better gameplay, no MJ, shorter game. Because by the end, I did get the platinum, and I'm like, this game could have been like half as short. Like it did not need to be this long. So by the time they release a second one, it's like, dude, no.
The second one's even
Like,
shorter.
it should have been DLC. It should have just been DLC. I'm like, no, Miles Morales should have been DLC. That should have been DLC, and all of them $4 DLC.
Man, yeah, I didn't.
$4,
Yeah, I didn't like playing as Mary Jane. I thought it was pretty decent. You know what I didn't like
God.
though? I didn't like how the Venom versions was different for like everybody. I didn't like the whole Venom situation. I like how you get to
I'm just gonna say this. Hashtag not my Venom.
No, it's
my
not.
Venom doesn't walk through fire. Like it doesn't hurt him. What kind
He
of
did that?
bullshit is this?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
they don't
there's
know
a
the
scene where
lore.
he literally just walks through fire, and you're like, bro, literally, what the fuck is going on?
They're not Spider-Man fans. Then done. It's exposed.
What else?
They're not only are they racist, they're not Venom. They don't know Venom lore.
They're racist.
Low-key, what they did was racist. Like it's crazy how we're letting these white motherfuckers literally just get away with blatant racism,
Well,
and
what-
that like
What
that's what
was
pisses me off the most, dude. Like the whole how they mess with my fucking language, bro. When if you put it in Spanish, they put some stupid bullshit instead of actual Spanish. It's low-key
put
a
To be
fucking
botched
fair,
broken
homie,
white people
Miles is
Spanish.
like he's a black
Literally.
Puerto Rican.
Dude, they got his flag wrong. They literally got his fucking flag
How the
wrong,
fuck
bro.
do you get that shit wrong, bro?
Isn't it? It's just a star and then
That's Cuba.
hold on, let me look at the
I
Puerto
could whatever.
Rican
They got it
flag.
wrong. All I know is they got it
swear
wrong.
It's correct.
No,
I
they
saw
have
it.
Cuban flag.
It just goes to show you the signaling is bullshit, dude. They actually don't care. They're low-key racist. So even
Can we
if
also
Spider-Man
address
works-
that we need to get rid of woke agendas inside of gaming because it
I mean,
ruins
dude.
the experience?
We already talked about it in movies, like video games twofold. Like
Uh,
with video games, they do even worse because that's $60
they
you're
got
not getting
Raph
back,
being a
bro.
lesbian and you help like a gay couple.
I mean, look at Mass Effect. Mass Effect, the last one game, that literally failed because of SJW bullshit. And people were hyped for that game. See, let that sink in. Bro, your game could have a bad launch, buggy mess. It could be Call of Duty. People will still buy it. But the second they have a hint of woke, they won't even touch it. That's how bad. Like, damn, let that sink. Even normies won't touch your shit if it's woke. Like, damn.
You know what's
Dude,
gonna
I'm convinced that the Illuminati's trying to fuck us over and just add woke agendas everywhere, and then up to the point where everyone's just gonna be fucking gender neutral. Everyone's gonna have the fucking pronoun she, him, and like, oh well, if I identify as a woman, then hey, I identify as a woman. I am Marlene. I am no longer Marlon. That's how it's gonna go.
Well, regardless, like they say, go woke, go broke. So
It looks
In video
pretty
games, that's
similar.
absolutely true. And what's crazy? Again, just like with movies, they're not learning their lesson, old man. Like, just keep losing money. Tell me how that goes. Like, that's why I say GTA 6 isn't gonna be great. It's gonna be woke. It's already been leaked that they've been that their new staff is on that woke bullshit. So I'm like, oh, GTA 6 is gonna be. I mean, it's gonna sell. Let's be honest, it's gonna sell. It's gonna do the fun things, but a lot of the gamers are gonna criticize the shit out of it. I already know. But guess what? We're the minority, not the majority. So it's still gonna sell. I'm calling it.
Ah, shoot. I see what you guys saying. Now I see it.
And I don't want to repeat things that I already said in the podcast because I literally just got done uploading it right now that I talked about with Uni. Whenever you mentioned Need for Speed, and I actually have a segment where I talk about that I played the old Need for Speed, like Undercover, and it's literally considered one of the worst ones. But yet I was still able to replay it even now with its shitty frame rate and its overused bloom, and it was still more fun than any Need for Speed I even touched. That wasn't like PS4 generation, I'd say. I don't count the remaster of what was it? I forgot what it's called. I think some shit, but whatever. Rivals is meh.
Well,
It's
Hot
okay.
Pursuit, the
Yeah,
remake of
yeah.
Hot Pursuit.
Yeah, but like, yeah, PS4 generation Need for Speed games are like they don't feel fun. Like I gave them all of them a fair shot. I'm like it just feels boring. And then I go play Undercover. I'm like, yo, immediately this game's fun. It's like, damn, bro, that's wild. And this is supposed to be the worst one.
Man, Need for Speed literally used to be peak, man. Remember Underground 2 when Underground 2 came out? During the height of fucking Fast and Furious as well, and everyone's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna put my Fast and Furious car into fucking Need for Speed. I'm gonna fucking race this shit." Oh my god, bro! Why have we fallen so hard?
Yeah, no. You know it's bad when even what back then they're like, oh, that bad is bad. That's considered god tier by today's standards. That's wild.
Oh, shoot. This was an issue that I didn't even came across. I don't remember it. I thought it would be bigger. The whole Spider-Man flag thing. I didn't realize
Yeah, no,
that there was an outbreak about it. It was so silent.
Oh, it definitely wasn't silent in my radar.
say me and an entire region are pissed with Spider-Man 2, dude. A region, dog. Like, damn, you did pretty bad to piss off all south of fucking America, dog. Like, that's impressive.
Like, it's cute that you want to try to put Hispanic culture into the game. That's cool and everything, but can you do it right, please?
Exactly. And that's why Spider-Man 2 also didn't sell well either. Like, dude, you know there's a lot of Mexicans and Latin Americans that love Spider-Man. Literally, he's one of my favorite heroes of all time. Like, that's the only reason I even bothered to play Spider-Man. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I was a
God,
Spider-Man
if
fan,
I
wouldn't
went
even
over
play
to
it.
my wife and showed her this and be like, "Hey, look, babe, it's the Puerto Rican flag," she would stab me.
Oh, your wife's Puerto Rican now? Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't make her stab you, bro. Oh my god, like it's just so offensive, bro. It's crazy. These people say they're so inclusive. We're not, dude. Y'all are the most racist people. Like, bro, like literally a hillbilly redneck from the south is less racist than y'all. That's wild.
You know what? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They're not racist. They're just dumb. Like they don't
Exactly.
know. They want to
Exactly.
act like they know. Like those people that are like, "Oh yeah, I read the Bible," but have never even read a fucking sentence in it. Like they're those type of people where it's like, "Oh yeah, like we're certainly gonna do this." They did no research on this shit, and it's clear.
They could have at
Yeah,
least Googled
but
it.
I feel like
Like-
they are racist because they double down. They always double down and defend themselves for this racist shit. That's where I think they're racist. And they say out of pocket shit.
Okay, that you can't defend.
No.
Once you double down,
Right.
you're like, okay, bro.
No, that's what they did. Literally, Bungie did that whole, oh, we stand with Latinx. And dude, all of my fucking brethren came at their cheeks. And they doubled down. No. And it's like, you guys don't know better. You're from an underdeveloped. It's like, whoa. I'm sorry. What did you say? Like, they literally, you think we're all Africa? Like, look, maybe 4 of the Latin American countries. I'll give you that one. But mine? Hell no. Brazil? No. Peru? No. Not Chile. Like, these actually are big exports to shit to y'all, motherfuckers. Like, that Chile you're eating, that's from me. Some of that oil, that's from Venezuela. Like, I'm gonna have to ask you to shut the hell up. It's you're ignorant, but if you double down on it and say the most out-of-pocket shit, now you're racist, dog. You're racist as hell.
I was a pretty big fan of the spider bots.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I love the spider bots. Spider bots are peak.
Yo,
Yeah,
Val,
like I said-
before you complete the game, I urge you to go on Disney Plus and watch the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s.
I'm sorry, dude. I already
That's peak,
finished
dude.
it. Right now I'm trying to get 100%. The only trophy I need is to activate the Venom Surge 25 times, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
All
excuse
right.
me, and then after
Well,
that, I
still go
got
back
that.
and watch the Spider-Man animated series.
It's on Disney Plus.
See,
Yeah.
you want to know what's funny too about the whole activism thing that they try to do in gaming? It never works. Like instead, it makes a good example. Oh, we're gonna ban Hogwarts because it's transphobic. It's like, wow, all 12 of you are gonna ban this game, and instead it gave it more publicity and it became one of the best selling games
Oh
that
yeah,
year. It's
for
like,
real,
wow.
right?
But then
That whole thing I never understood that shit because it's like, man, you guys are mad at J.K. Rowling, but you don't realize the hundreds of devs that actually worked on this game actually love the world of Harry Potter and are on your side. But you're gonna sit there, you're gonna fucking boycott this game? Are you fucking serious, bro?
And she's
I
only
mean, it
getting
works
like
fine. Like I said,
13% of that game too, so
it's still a lot of
very
money,
little.
Loki.
Oh well, yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
it
yeah,
sold a lot, so
it's,
that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, as in like, yeah, it's a pretty high percentage, but still.
Or not even the percentage. It's still a lot of money. Like, bro, 13% of
the
like $1 billion
devs-
is like a couple thousand.
The devs still get majority of it. That's the point I'm trying to get.
Well, yeah, well, of course, yeah, which is fine. They deserve it, but like, and that's why they didn't want her getting a cent, right? But here's the dumb thing: y'all cancel her over speaking facts. That's to me that's the most. Was like, no. The reason this is even there is because y'all are mad because this motherfucker just spoke bars. That's it. Like, dudes are dudes and girls are girls. Done. All right, I'm gonna go home. And then y'all got booted about that. It's like me saying the sky is blue.
How dare you say that when my fantasy world says otherwise? Oh no!
That to me is the most stupidity shit. And dude, and then even it had ripples, bro. Like it fucked over the Twitch and the VTubing community, bro. Like it was bad. That to me, that was the
Oh
biggest
yeah,
thing
that was the
that-
biggest war against like content creators on each other because they were taking sides, man. People were dissing out the other ones just because they play the game. And then the
mean, it's
LGBT
fine,
That
but
was
happening. I was eating popcorn.
they
you
were
snap. I mean,
they were
dude.
attacking each other. They were eating each other up, man.
I mean, all I know is that it exposed who you should and shouldn't follow. Because, like I said,
Oh, for
because
sure.
of that shit, dude. Literally, I got booty hurt. Like literally, before I would just laugh, but because they got one of my favorite VTubers, like she literally, because she had basically, long story short, she was bullied because of her hair in Japan. She's like the nicest fucking VTuber you could ever see, bro. She couldn't handle the stress of the stupid dumbasses giving her shit, so she just quit VTubing. And I'm like, you motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
They're
right.
ruining it. That's bullshit. Like, nope. Now I'm taking it for every time I see any of you, I am literally getting that sign and beating you over the head with it, bro. I'm gonna be like that dude from Panama that like, oh, you're cock blocking the road. Time to whip out the gun. Pow, pow, pow. Like, there's
Imagine
a
you
reason
go out
people...
and you purchase a video game and people are like, "Oh my god, you horrible piece of shit, racist, bigot, transphobic, evil, pedophilic motherfucker. I hope you die the moment you read this message." Like, imagine that. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm literally just buying a fucking video game and I'm immediately a fucking
All
the
this
next
shit.
step to Adolf Hitler. Like, what the fuck happened?
I mean, it's fine. Like I said, we're to the point where they're now getting murdered on the streets, so it's like you've pissed off too many people. Luckily for us, they're the old people who don't care. So it's great. Like you did hear about that, guys, right? That happened. That dude in Panama, they were blocking the road, the stupid protesters, and he was just sick of their shit. He told them, "You better get off the road," and they're like, "Oh, you better shoot us." Then he's like, "Alrighty then." How? And even the cops came in. They're like,
Oh
"Yeah,
yeah,
just
I
get in
did
the
hear
car."
about that shit. That shit was wild.
And apparently, he's a hero there too. Like he's actually American, but he lives there, and everyone like when he did that, like, dude, even the cops were like, "Nah, he's cool."
Oh shit.
Dude, like literally, the world is done with their shit. We're just literally done with them. We can openly murder these people now. Like, damn, bro, you pissed them off that bad.
I mean, blocking the road. I mean, that type of protest. I always wanted to like, yeah, not a chance. I'm gonna go around. You know what I mean?
Like, and the thing is, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm an advocate for murder. I want to make that very clear. Don't go around dumb. No. But I will say this: if you do beat them up, the cops seem to not really care. So, if any of those, oh, you're this, and that, I'm gonna go, sure, you can do ya. And then the cops are gonna be like, self-defense. Yeah, they came at me. All right, cool. Let's go arrest the dude you beat up. Like, you guys are disturbing property, this, and that. Like, who are they gonna want to go? The people that are being annoying and GameStop's like, can you please get... They're trying to find an excuse. Like, oh, you started a fight with that dude who did the shuriken. Don't get the guy with the shuriken. Get the guy who he shurikened. And I've seen it. Literally, like, look at all the BLM protests, right? Like, dude, 9 times out of 10, they would get the protesters, not the people that were fighting back or something. See, the cops are just looking for a reason. Even if you didn't start, the fact that you were involved, they're like, okay, get him. They're literally looking for an excuse to arrest you, dude. I think as long see they have everything, but they just need you to get physical, right? And not even specifically with the police, but just anyone else. And the second, like, even if you're like, hey, yeah, fuck trans people, and then you kick them in the nuts, And the second you go after the dude that kicked you and insulted you, the cops are just gonna go after you instead. Like I literally seen that shit. It's like, oh, beautiful, beautiful. Show dumbasses again. If anything, I've even one time I seen them shove some dude that was being annoying. The police were protecting him, and the protesters were pissed. I was like, let's go. Like, so trust me when I say this, guys. The cops are definitely on your side, 100%. They do not like the protesters at all.
Obviously.
They are on your side. Like the world's just done with their shit, dude. They're just done. That's why it's like now if I ever see them, I know I can not legally beat them up, but I'll beat them up knowing the cops are like, he's our guy. We got you, dude. It's just facts. This is not even a secret. This is just facts. It's literally on camera, and they still don't care. Let that sink in. They're on camera, recorded. They still don't care. Because at the end of the day, they're doing more crimes than you are, so they could give a shit less about you. They'll give a bigger paycheck of you arresting your dumbass.
The thing is, too, a lot of these people who are protesting and like they're very ignorant to the situation. They're just riding off of other people's anger to the point where they're a detriment to their own fucking health, man. Because if you're gonna be willing to go out there and like start physically attacking people because of someone else's beliefs and oh, I'm defending this person's anger and their oppression, like bitch, you don't know if I'm oppressed. You don't know if I'm angry. You're just sitting there trying to. You're giving yourself a reason to just be out here and be ignorant. That's literally all you're doing.
And like you said, peak example we saw with the Panama, like it's a detriment to their health. Literally, right there. There's a dude with a gun. Like it's crazy how little awareness of safety. Like, dude, he has a gun. I don't care. Like, I am immediately dipping, bro. I don't care what the reason is. If it's towards me, whatever. I'm gone. And they're like, no, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna agitate the dude. I'm gonna tell him to do it. And the homie was like, bet, and you lost that bet.
I guarantee you, those are the same people that like they actually somehow, some way in their brain, they convince themselves that they are capable of taking on a fully grown bear, like with no weapons.
Oh, they're special or training. You ain't Jebediah Springfield, dog. You ain't 1v1ing the bear with your hands. You ain't that Chad. Oh, you're my bad.
Bro,
You're the
you are
opposite
not
of
a
Chad.
Kuma. You are not a fucking Yautja. You aren't like sit your ass down, bro. Like, come on.
Definitely the main character.
Straight up. You ain't the whoever that dude was playing that one movie with what's his face Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, no, bro, you ain't Chad. You ain't him.
Hell, even he got fucked up.
See, I mean, he lived. That's the thing. That's already Chad enough. He lived. Like, y'all motherfuckers really like I said. Oh, I can 1v1 a bit. Like, homie, no, y'all can't even 1v1 a squirrel. I'm serious about that one too.
That's funny.
Damn, losing.
Oh, I know a squirrel will fuck me up.
My point stand. And like I said, games have produced in quality compared to the PS2 era, but I won't reiterate it here because, like I said, it's in the podcast, and I put timestamps for days, so y'all go check that shit out.
Hey, yo, you put timestamps?
No, dude, timestamps for days, and like I said, I know Mars gonna check it out. He loves the random talks like I said, it's a lot of shit I'm doing now. Granted, it's undeniable. I'm pretty sure he's not too familiar with it, but you know, he'll at least get all the other parts, and I think he's gonna love the part where I beat the Tekken hacker. Unless you already watched my video about how I beat a hacker in Tekken 7. I don't think so, right?
Wait, you beat a hacker in Tekken 7?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I need to see this. Hold on.
Yeah, I told the story a couple times. I retold it for the podcast, and I even made it its own segment. And I even actually, believe it or not, I put visuals up to help assist how I did it. Like, I actually went on Tekken and replicated the exact scenario. I was like, oh shit! So now I have a visual thing along with my audio. Like, let's go.
You know what? I swear, this whole situation just reminded me about something because you mentioned Tekken, and we're over here talking about fucking pandering bullshit and fucking people bitching and complaining about nonsense.
I already know where this is going.
Bro,
go ahead.
What is wrong with people talking about black people inside the Tekken? Do they not know that there's black people in these fucking games?
They're just ignorant, bro, like you said.
Oh my god, you haven't showed Eddie Guerrero yet, man. I need to see Eddie. See, you guys are racist. All you keep on doing is show all these light-skinned people, all these Asians and whites, and all these light-skinned Latinos. You don't even show us Eddie. Leroy and Raven. Look, I'm talking about Eddie though, man. I'm talking about real black people. Like, wait. So Raven, both versions of Raven and Leroy are not black?
Like, Yeah, you're right. Because Leroy's American. And the thing is, when they say real black, they mean like American black. It's like, wait, no, wait, they're still wrong. Leroy is American black, and it's like, so that means that Eddie doesn't count because he's Brazilian black. So it's like, what do you want about? That's a straw man ass argument. And also, you said black. It's the color, bro. Real black. It's like, first of all, that's stupid to think that African American is real black. It's like, dude, it's
They're saying
color.
Armored King was black. I'm like, bro.
Yeah. He's Mexican black. He's Mexican black. So I was about to mention that. It's like, dude, you know we get pretty dark down there, right, dog? I mean, I get dark brown as fuck if I really felt like it. Like,
Man,
and
there's
you know
some
what?
dark ass
I get-
Mexicans down there. Like they're so dark, you would think that they came from fucking
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
Sahara Desert in Africa.
it is. And see, you know what got me pissed? Like, that's how you know there is all these whites. Like, whoa. First of all, Asians ain't. Right? Like, oh, Asians is whites. Like, you know, Lars is Swedish. That's not the same as an American. And like, dude, it's literally around the world. A French dude, fucking Spanish, and all. Like, dude, why are you racist as hell? Literally, Tekken's
Like,
one of the
people
most
forget
diverse games
that
ever.
all these fighting games have representations of different cultures from around
Literally.
the world. That's
Oh, and the
literally
thing
what
is-
all this shit is.
And it's common too. It's like, dude, Guilty Gear, like literally my guy Potemkin, he's covered head to toe armor, but he's Indian, and it has references to it, like that he's Indian. Omilia, she's Russian. Zato, I forgot what he is. Fucking one of my favorite characters, Raven, he's German, and they all have even parts of the lore that reflect that. May, she's Japanese.
Oh, the world of black people. Look.
I hate that so much because it's so ignorant and dumb. And it's like, what's funny is that it's also null and void because there's always usually a black person. Always. Especially like even in Japanese games. Because, bro, some things you notice in anime is that there's two things you'll notice. A good example, like Bleach. They think Spanish sounds cool and black people look cool. So it's like, I don't know what you're on about. There's like me as a Latinian, I feel like, yeah, we get some presentation. Like, it's low key. Like, we get it. You know, like, come on, bro. You know, something's cool when random Japanese anime for no reason. Oh, my special move is just death, but in Spanish because I just love the way Spanish sounds. It's
Muerte.
like, yeah, literally, and it's like, you know what? You're right. It does sound cool. Like the fuck? It's so wild to me, dude. And the funny thing is, Japan, like, an example, Street Fighter 2 has the biggest archetypes, like, but it shows you that they care and they're trying. It's weird that Japan, one of the most isolated countries in the world, tries a lot harder to be inclusive than every other studio, and they're doing a decent job at it too. It's like, bro, people give shit
Man,
to
but they don't get enough love for it, man. They don't get enough love at all because a lot of these people, and it's usually just a lot of Westerners with fucking no time at all to fucking waste. They just sit there and they like find the smallest minute thing to fucking complain about. It's like, bro, I don't play Street Fighter and think to myself, man, want to be real dope if Ryu and Ken were all black. Like,
Actually, I'm not
they
gonna lie, I
come from
wouldn't
that
think
hood.
that's dope. I don't know why it would suit Ryu, but regardless, I get your point. See, I'm open to it too. That's how you know we're not racist. Like, you know, a black Ryu would be kind of sick.
In all
tight.
honesty, man, it's like that would be dope. But then it's like, man, like these guys are making games. They're sitting there and they're telling their story on how they want to tell their story.
Right?
If you really want more games with prevalent black people in it, go out and make a fucking game. Just
They're not
stop
gonna do
being a
that.
lazy fuck. Don't be an armchair developer. Go make a game that you feel comfortable with black representation.
Right.
It's a process, yes, but it can be done. A lot of people do it all the time. Literally, this dude made Lethal Company by himself, and it's outselling Call of Duty on Steam. Go make your own fucking game.
No.
Wait,
And you
Lethal
want to
Company
know
was
this?
made by one person?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, dude, it's common now, dude. A lot of games are one-man dev teams. Straight up. It's
That's
very
pretty-
common these
That's
days.
pretty great.
I mean, dude, literally, I'm a living
This game is
example.
about to make the best game in the next decade. Watch.
I mean, I have help, right? But regardless, I'm the main one doing all the coding, the
Is there gonna be a
meshing,
black
yada yada,
person in
texture
there?
work. Where and what? Outbreak
In
Company?
your
There
game?
should be black representation.
Oh, you talking about my game?
Yeah. Is
Bro, it's in the world. Of course there is. The fuck? That's just like a given.
there gonna be Asian people? Are you gonna have different languages in your game?
Oh, I'm.
Is there gonna be gay people in your game?
What if I said no to that one? Like, no.
The
Where do I draw the
protagonist
line
needs to be
there?
transgender, or it's not going to be a proper game.
Hell no, fuck that. What if I said I on purpose did that just to piss them off so I could get more controversy?
You know what I
therefore free
actually do
media?
want though, because I have an idea of a game, right? And I know I know it's gonna be related to like real life situations, and people are gonna probably wonder like, hey, is there gonna be gay people in there? I would purposely
of course.
not add the gay people in there, and I'll make it into a DLC just to get charged to get money from the gay people.
Fucking stuff.
You guys,
No. You have to cause controversy in order for your game to sell. So have like
No, that is
little,
gonna cause
a little
controversy.
snippet in there with one character that talks about the cleansing of the game.
Holy snap. See, Mar knows what's up. You gotta cause the controversy. It's free
Oh,
publicity right there, baby.
That's gonna be my plan.
That's
Someone's
funny.
gonna find this clip and then probably prove it to me in the future. But you know what?
Who cares? It's
I
fine.
like it. I like
Like I said, all
I've been
12 of
planning
those
that for a
dudes.
very long time.
And here's the thing why the activism never works. Is like, dude, these people don't play video games. They just don't. Like every L whatever alphabet soup fucking games, but like, dude, like they buy it. Like half of them who care and actually play games. It's like, wow, all 12 of you bought this game, but scared like all the hundreds of fans that really cared. Yeah, the metrics make sense, dog. Totally makes sense.
I don't want to poke fun at them because it is legitimately a pretty fun game, but I guarantee you a lot of the alphabet community went out to buy Baldur's Gate just because they heard there's gay representation in it.
Damn.
And hey, it gave the game more money, so as far as I'm concerned, that's a plus.
Yeah,
You know, shit.
that's fine with me because I want Larian to make as much money as possible because I want the next Divinity game.
Oh yeah, Divinity Sin, right? Yeah. And,
Yeah.
this is what's dumb. Going back to the thing you said, I want black. Like they literally said, oh, Kimberly's the first black character in Street Fighter. Everybody turned around and said, dude, what are you talking about? The first one is DJ. Oh no, we mean a real black person. It's like, that's the stupidest shit. Well, what about Elena from Street Fighter? Like she's African, and then Dudley's black, which I did not know. I thought he was just a really dark British guy.
I know
But
the
my point
Balrog
stands.
has some
Balrog.
questions.
Oh, there you go. So even by your standards, Street Fighter 2, Balrog. Like holy shit. Like these people, you can't win, dude. You can't win. They're just
can't
stupid.
wait. The name of this time step is gonna be called Real Black.
Dude, like that's the shit they be on. It's so dumb, bro.
Well,
And
on
here's the
that
thing.
blackety black note, it is 12:30,
Oh shit. Yeah.
and like I just came from a family dinner, and I gotta go and sit on the throne and think about how amazing the next Star Wars movie is gonna be. So it was nice chatting with you guys. It was a shit ton of fun. We need to do
Yep,
this
yep.
way more often because there's so much more shit for us to talk
True.
about. There's so
That is
much
true.
more shit.
I mean,
For
like
real.
here's my thing. Like for me, I'm like especially around this time, like I was telling Val, so for future reference, like I literally like work between like 8:30, 10ish. But the thing is I can talk while I work, so I can still do this. Like right now I got home and everything, so it's like we're good as fuck, dude. But again, weekends is also fine. So like for me, I'm probably the most available till whenever you guys have an idea or topic and want to throw it out there, and I should be able to be, good.
Like I
If
think
earlier, even better.
chicken sandwiches. Excuse me. I think we should normalize adding cheese to chicken sandwiches.
That's random as hell.
It's a random conversation, right?
Whatever. But yeah, that's my note to end off, Mar, so you can know when we'll definitely do more of this for sure.
You know what? If we're talking about normalizing things, the last thing I'll say, I want to normalize putting alligators into neighbors' pools. I need to normalize that.
I
Hell
don't
no,
know
bro.
that.
This is some Florida shit.
No. Florida is you go to the mall and you're casually looking for some J's and you realize there's a 10-foot creature also looking at the same J's you're looking at.
Oh hell no.
Hell nah.
But I won't keep you. Anything else you want to tell? Mar,
Yeah,
Vile, something?
until we actually see legitimate surveillance of what actually happened over in the Florida mall, there's definitely aliens, and the Men in Black already covered it up. That's why I'm gonna leave my last notes on it.
I'll see
Hilarious.
you here again next Saturday, Mar.
All right then, next Saturday at a better time.
Or whatever
That's fine,
time you
yeah.
desire.
Right.
All right,
Like I
then,
said, I'm
man.
free most of the time, so I'm good whenever.
Sweet.
What you can do when you lose your second job.
Good night.
Peace.
So ways no trust is left is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Might as well speed up. Open the legs, I might as well beat up. Yeah, love the money, I never could get enough. I'm in your head, I might as well call you bluff. You're not as hot as me, I got the heat though. No, talking down on me, you still beneath. No, I know it's hard to believe I play for keeps though. Yeah, up past that tree, we can't disagree. She get on her knees, she got a degree. Swimming 7 seas, but I'm still floating though.